Cheesecake. What is it, and where did it come from? Today there are literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of different recipes. And everywhere you go, everyone has their favorites. But where and how did cheesecake come to be the sweet, rich, creamy dessert that we love today? Cheesecake is rich in history, culture, tradition, and even ceremony. It is not the invention of a single person, but in fact, the result of a culinary evolution. It is an ancient agricultural practice that has been tempered by local resources and then tweaked by technological advancement. In short, cheesecake is the result of the human quest for good tasting food. Mary Bellis, in her article entitled The History of Cheesecake and Cream Cheese, stated that cheesecake is believed to have originated in ancient Greece. Historians believe that small cheesecakes were made and served to the athletes in the first Olympic Games in 776 BC. An article entitled A Brief History of Cheesecake to 1545, Chef Ardrew Krauss stated that the first recipe for cheesecake was recorded by a Greek writer named Athenaeus, and this in the year 230 AD. The recipe is as follows. Take cheese and pound it until smooth and pasty. Put cheese in a brazen sieve. Add honey and spring wheat flour. Heat in one mass, cool, and serve. This recipe is quite crude in comparison to the recipes we have today, where the ingredients is what makes the cheesecake different from one another. Around the year 1000 AD, cheesecake was introduced to Great Britain and Western Europe by the conquering Roman armies. It didn't take long for cheesecake to flourish throughout the region, and different recipes started to increase as people started to use the ingredients that they could find locally. As time passed, the cheesecakes being made began to look more and more like those that we enjoy today. While this history may be interesting, it does not answer the question about what goes into a cheesecake or how you can make a simple cheesecake for dessert tonight. The most essential ingredient in cheesecake is, of course, cheese. The most commonly used is cream cheese, Newcastle, which is a smooth French cheese, cottage cheese, or regatta cheese. The type of cheese affects not only the texture and taste, but also the ability to incorporate other ingredients. When cheesecake batter is thin, many cheesecakes will not be structurally sound and will fall apart on the table. One way to get around this is to use unflavored gelatin or cornstarch in the beaten egg mixture. Cheesecake can be categorized in two categories: baked cheesecake and unbaked cheesecake. Each comes in a variety of styles depending on the region that they come from. The United States has several different recipes for cheesecake, again, depending on the region. The cake was baked in, as well as the cultural background of the person baking it. Cheesecakes are usually baked before serving. In an article entitled A Brief History of Cheesecake, Brittany Foster wrote that New York cheesecake is famous for its ultra-smooth texture and definitely rich flavor. It's achieved by adding egg yolks and a hint of lemon. And you'll find other regional variations from Chicago style to Philadelphia Dutch. Many American bakers add sour cream for a creamy cheesecake that can be frozen without compromising the texture. In the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, cheesecake is typically made with a base of crushed biscuits and butter, and then topped with fruit. Most common filling is a mixture of cream cheese, sugar, and cream, and it is not baked, and sometimes gelatin is also used to keep it from the filling firm. Now I would like to show you a simple cheesecake recipe that has been passed down through our families for generations. It's easy to remember if you remember the rule of 2. Use 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 cups of sugar. I have found, however, that at our altitude here in northern Arizona, it comes out to a smoother, better cheesecake if you use 1 3/4 cups of sugar. You're going to beat these ingredients until thick and smooth, and then you will pour into a crust. Now this crust can be a pre-baked or a pre-made one from the store, just a graham cracker crust, or you can make your own by using 2 cups of crushed graham crackers and a 1/2 cup of butter. You bake the cheesecake for an hour in a 375-degree oven. The top of the cheesecake should have a light golden color when you take it out of the oven. And that's all there is left to it. Let the cheesecake cool and enjoy. The rest, as they say, is history. Cheesecake has flourished and become a good dessert in many societies throughout the world. The best thing about cheesecake is knowing that the desserts that was baked and served to the ancient athletes in Greece is now something that we can simply make and enjoy in our own homes. Thank you.